Welcome to the 4th issue of the Horseman's Gazette, a quarterly video series that shows you how you can develop a better relationship with your horse and achieve your riding and training goals. Education is the main objective of this video series. For viewers, this is a chance to learn from clinicians and cowboys as they work with their own horses at their own pace. Becoming a better horseman is a lifelong process, and if you're serious about becoming the best you can be, now you can take advantage of having access to some of the best in the horse world. Each issue of the Gazette features several how-to articles for riders of different levels, a profile of an artist or gear maker, and a wreck story, which is a cautionary tale that lets you benefit from someone else's experience. So come along for the ride. You and your horse will be glad that you did. Educating a horse to be ridden in the bridle is a long-term commitment. It requires consistency and a vision from the beginning as to where you and your horse are headed. Buck Brannaman offers some suggestions on how you can ride your horse in the snaffle that will prepare your horse to be ridden with one hand and maintain proper form while neck reining. Roping off of a horse for the first time can be a nerve-wracking experience for the inexperienced horse and rider. Brian Newbert demonstrates some ways that you might prepare a horse to be roped off of. This preparation is something that Brian starts from the first day he handles a horse, but he shows you some ways that you might help your horse get caught up if you haven't been preparing them all along for the day you want to swing a rope. Learning to read and adjust to a situation in order to fit a particular horse is one quality of a good horseman. Joe Walter never rides a horse with a specific plan in mind. In this segment, we can watch as he feels where this particular horse needs help on this particular day. Joe is working a young horse on cattle who is a little behind the leg. He makes some adjustments to help her respect his legs, but to keep her attention on the cow. In part 2 of a series of foundation exercises, Martin Black builds on the loping circles exercises and demonstrates how he would help a horse learn to take the proper lead. Martin addresses not only the physical aspects of taking a proper lead, but the importance of considering a horse's mental state when working on taking the proper lead. Richard Caldwell walks you through an exercise that can help you build correct rollbacks in your horse. This exercise is great for a young or inexperienced horse because in using the fence to help set up the rollback, you will not have to put more pressure on your horse, and he will learn to get into position physically and be comfortable mentally in the rollbacks. Many of us who ride pull on our boots without giving a second thought to how they're made. Or if once you ride, you have to pull them off in a big hurry because walking in them is simply too uncomfortable. You might be curious to know why your boots are so uncomfortable. Visiting with bootmakers Ed and Thea Disney of Sheridan, Wyoming was a crash course in bootmaking and a revelation to the fact that beautiful riding boots really can be the most comfortable pair of footwear you own.
Come ride with me. Come ride with me today. Come ride with me. Come ride with me. Come ride with me. Oh, come ride.